Sometimes even the bravest wilderness guy needs shelter. I hope I don't die. I won't die. Think positive, dry thoughts. So I wanted you to listen to this. This was the reason I switched from Climates of Tamriel to True Storms, because the roof on the sound effects for the roof, the raining outside and it falling on the roofs is great in True Storms. In Climates of Tamriel, it's a weird sort of quite obnoxious sound. So, do you mind if I just use your fire? some weird guy out in the wilds just comes into your house and sits down. Let's have a chat.
Old lady, maiden, owns the stables. But my father and me, we run things.
My father and I, sorry. Grammar Nazis.
Ich in diesen Januartagen und Februartagen 1933 in die Reichskanzlei einzog.
I hate them. Hey, you got a hole in your roof, you know. Need someone to look at that? I could probably look at that for you. I'm good, I'm handy. Yeah, you got some fish there. You smoking those? Or just hanging them up to dry? Look at that as antlers. Oh, those are impressive. Ah, really? Oh, don't mind if I do. We're going to have a little bit of a sit down here. What's going on with my face?
Come to chat with an old woman,
Just in shadow.
Do your good deed for the day.
Yeah.
Looking for a horse?
The weather is terrible.
It can't be helped.
Ah, well.
You need to be careful in this city. You never know who you can trust these
Really?
days.
Okay, tell me more. Well, this is nice. The Fellowship of the Nords. They're very nice to me. Just, I'll just tidy up a little bit. I'm just tidying up. I'll leave it there. Hovering. If I click E now, will it actually drop that? Yes. Sorry. Oh, shit. I've made matters worse. I do definitely need something.
Careful with that.
What did I... Okay, I'm going to thank you guys for this. Now should be nice and warm. Cool, that's great. Do you have a cooking pot? In fact, could I use your cooking pot just to use the spit, and I'll boil my water? Because I've been lucky so far just with the... If you drink fresh water, it can make you ill. You know, river water. Oh, a boiled skeever tail I could have. Should we cook that? I want to create a boiled skeever tail for sure. Oh, cool. Yes, and that one as well. I've got lots of food now. In fact, do you mind if do you have like an area where I could wash? Yeah, we'll say they've got they get me a bowl of water, and or I can flipping just use mine. Right, let's do a hard save here, because doing this for me, I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen, but it creates a clone of this character in a new save file. But this is... I'll get back to you in the edit. I will tell you the name of the mod.
The mod is called Show Race Menu Alternative. Okay,
there's a little bit of a bug. The grey skin bug shows up, but it shouldn't be a problem. So I always have to put my skin tone back to what it was. Weight is pretty low. I don't think it changes anything else fundamentally. It's just it messes with the skin tone each time. Okay, and I had dirt, so we'll say I've washed my face. The dirt is gone. I just find it a really nice, convenient little mod, because there's always mistakes or changes you want to make cosmetically to characters down the line. And I know there's the face sculptor in the Ragged Flagon, but this is just much more convenient. Alright, so we're not a dirty beggar anymore. Done. Finish and name your character. So at least we're not filthy. Maybe I should have done my beard at this point as well, but we'll leave that till later, till we've got a qualified person to cut our hair for us. We're outside. This rain is not stopping. Jeez. The Dragonborn and his dragon weather. I think I have kind of I'm an optimistic person. I hope for the best, and I think good things can happen, and I always hope for them. But I think in general I'm quite I'm a bit of a pessimist. So the rainy weather kind of suits my general mood. Isolde. I bet she's in the inn. Everyone's in the inn in this flipping town. There you go. Bit of a break. Break from the weather. What is going on? What was... Be quite hard without the map markers. When I talk about immersion, that sort of thing I'm always thinking about. But. So Isolde has something to do with the drunken night of revelry with Sam, but I have to admit to being slightly confused as to how she's connected with things.
I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Okay. We're getting a bit of backstory, her life story, but the weather is terrible. We're constantly talking about
argue with that?
talking about the weather. I think that might be true storms. A little addition there. You mentioned trading caravans. What do you know of the Khajiit? Okay, how much do I owe you?
It's not about the money, really. I wouldn't have given you the wedding ring on credit if you weren't so obviously in love.
What?
But if there isn't going to be a wedding, the least you can do is give the ring back. That was one of my best pieces.
Goodness, what do you know what I did with it?
You went right out to give it to your fiancée. Don't you even remember where you left her?
Oh, jeez.
And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why she left you.
She's some kind of witch, isn't she? Talk to us all about the staff. Find the wedding ring in Witchmist Grove. Can't actually remember. What was that story about my fiancé?
How could you forget? It was the sweetest story I'd ever heard. You met at the full moon under the biggest tree in Witchmist Grove.
I like this. It's like the Hangover movies. I thought the special edition was supposed to stop this happening. So, like under a roof, it doesn't rain. Maybe that's a make-believe thing. Okay, so I don't really need to stop here for long. I just wanted to come for Isolde, and then I think my house was somewhere around here. It's near. Let's get rid of the custom destination. Remove it. It's somewhere up here near the Hollyfrost farm or one of the farms. Let's go and see. I don't think what's his name, that grumpy Jarl up in Dawnguard, is going to have kept that hold for me while I've been away. He strikes me as someone who's not going to do you favours. So it looks very different, doesn't it? The vista from Whiterun, looking down. Let's have a good look here. Yeah, it's just like woods. I suppose the name Whiterun still makes kind of sense because you get the Whiterun to the mountains. It's white down there. You know, it always reminds me, Whiterun, I think, reminds me a lot of Theoden's place in The Lord of the Rings. What's it called? No, not Helm's Deep. Horse Lords, the home of the Horse Lords. What did Gandalf says the name in the movie? Try to think of Ian McKellen saying the name.
Edoras.
That's going to annoy the hell out of me. Yeah, so what was I saying? I was saying earlier about the desire to be in the wilderness. Yeah, it comes for me from reading books like The Lord of the Rings. But, you know, would I really want to do it? It's uncomfortable. It's miles from anywhere. You know, and in reality, I know that other people do come from a different place with it. I've heard from people who kind of play Skyrim when they can't get out in the wilderness themselves and they enjoy that aspect of it. Let me just destroy the corpse so I'm not field dress and then just dispose of it. Yeah, they do it as a kind of a... it's not that for me. I don't do an awful lot of like outdoorsy stuff. I'm very kind of indoorsy person, but the desire is still there, isn't it? The romanticism of it. But you always think like going through exploring wilderness and woods and stuff like this, it scratches an itch. It's wish fulfillment for people. But the reality is, in real life, there are no giants and there are no flawless amethysts in chests in the middle of, if you go exploring. There are kind of trees. I'm sure people who do it more would be able to advocate the realism is even more splendid than the fantasy, and I can see that. But there are no Spriggans in them there woods. It's just more woods, and then eventually you'll reach a town. That's how it is in the UK anyway. Right, we're starting to get some changes of weather. There, I think that's it, isn't it? That's where the house is that you get from Jarl Ygrod. What's it? Skald the Vicious. Oh, here we go. A lot of talking and travelling in it so far. I hope that's not boring for you. I enjoy this part of the game. Right, so none of my stuff is here, but luckily I happen to know that I thought while I was building, this might happen, that I would be pulled away for some unknown reason, probably the Dawnguard. So I have a little stash over here. Here's a stash I prepared earlier, where I put some of my most treasured possessions. Auriel's bow. Nice. And some of my kind of things that remind me of the adventures that I've already been on. The Coral Claw and Yingol the Sea Ghost. That's my favourite book, because I would like to go sailing one day. So I like it. Do you think it's a cool idea that this hunter, he's ended up like this? Bit of a shaggy hunter guy, but he's got this magical bow. You know, like if you came across that guy as an NPC in a game or a story, it would suggest there's more to that. There's a story there. You know, he's not just a shaggy hunter. He's got this amazing magical bow. I believe Morrowloot might do this, but I think it is the crafting overhaul that I've got, Slaymaker's crafting overhaul, that de-levels these items. So you always get the strongest version of the item. So that horrible thing where you've got Auriel's bow, but you got it at level 11 and it's shit at a certain point, doesn't happen. So you'll see like Imperial bow 19, Auriel's bow 38. So it's a big bump in damage. And targets take some damage. Undead take triple damage. I think what I might do now is scratch that itch. Okay, it's a good opportunity to try out this bow on some wolves. There's a load of them. Okay, actually, before I do that, because I'm starting to become aware of how weak I am. It's a red wolf. It's not very good. It's not very strong, that, is it? Shit. No. Too many of them. How many? Massive wolf pack. Okay, message received and understood. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think, is get back onto the Dawnguard. I need to go to the Dawnguard and find out what's going on with those guys. Why didn't they come and rescue me? And I want to see what Serana and Stenvar are up to. I'm assuming they're at the Dawnguard. Yeah, because this Ysolda thing, that's quite a way out of the way near Windhelm, so I'm not going to do that right now. We'll get on to that at some point. But for now, let's go back to Whiterun, rest, and then we're heading for Riften and the Dawnguard. Yep. Hello guys, well, I've been doing a little bit of tinkering around, got some food together and some money and stuff. I get the needs to where they need to be for the next state. Oh, yeah, please. I'll have, can I just have, what's on the menu?
Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
Sadia. Getting to know Sadia. She's kind of nice. She's very efficient and good at her job. I have not got much money, Sadia. I'll just take, oh goodness, apple pie. I need money for, I can't right now. I need money for...
Now please. No more questions.
Sorry, I'll stop annoying her. She's just kind of a short temper as well. 6:21 in the morning. So I had a sleep overnight in Whiterun, and then we'll catch the cart. But I need to get some money, don't I? Oh, of course I do. To get some money for the cart. So let's do that. I think I've got that armor, haven't I? So destruction. Yeah, we can sell that at the shop, but we need to just pass a little bit of time. So I think I'll have a chat with Sadia. No one else is here yet. It's a very nice town you've got. It's a very nice inn you've got here, Sadia. Oh, she's not interested.
Sadie, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie?
Oh well, never mind. Do you think she'd mind if I took a leak? I kind of like the animation of eating, so I might turn that on. But it just adds a little bit of immersion when you have something to eat. So have a leak, and now I should eat. What am I doing? What? Okay, so just mime. Eating a leek means mime putting something in a box. Let's go and have a look around. Let's go and have a look at Whiterun in the morning. I'm just taking my time a little bit. I don't want to be rushing. We are going straight to the Dawnguard in a moment, but I just want to see what Whiterun looks like in the morning. Oh, hi, Isolde. I know, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I don't care about the ring. Tell me what else I said. I'm not going to... I just need to get to the wedding. Please. Please.
I'm sure your bride-to-be will tell you when and where the ceremony will be.
Fair enough.
If she still wants to marry you when you tell her you can't afford the ring.
I don't even know who the woman is. It could be anyone. I think it's a Hagraven. There, look at that tree. So I do have the mission to go and get the dragon stone from, you know, the starting mission that you would do very early on in a kind of a vanilla playthrough. But I'm trying to think of a reason why my character would...
got hit by a dragon.
I know.
We'll be ready.
Well, we should be, but I'm not sure if you are going to be, and I'm not going to be around to help. You know, why would I do that above other things? I think possibly this woman is just going to be an absolute pain in the butt until we do that quest. Is the shop open yet? No, not yet. Come on, Belethor, get to work. Where are you?
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do.
Cocking hell! Oh, I wonder if maybe the armourer, Iron Maidens, is Warmongers? War Maiden Irons is a little bit more work orientated than Belethor. Ah, yes.
More inside.
Up and ready to do work. Good to see. I want to sell some of this stuff because I'm going to get rid of... Oh, I tell you what, I could probably disenchant some of that stuff. Let's do that first. But I need to learn all my enchantments again. Ah, that's excellent. They're all in bed. Good. Oh, no, Farangar's up. Oh, he's not talking here. Good. He came here after he couldn't get a job in the local amateur dramatics society. Disenchant. I can't disenchant anything. Are you kidding me? Choose an item to destroy and learn its enchantment. Well, usually it turns up there, doesn't it? No, but not this time. Never mind. I can't really remember. I've been away for a while, Farangar. Farangar, look at me. Look at me, sunshine. Look me in the eye.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Look, I'll get on it. Can you tell me again what is it? What is it you wanted me to do? What was the thing with the war and the dragons? Have you
Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man.
Enough of that.
Neither am I.
Enough of that. I'm just thinking whether or not to do it now. I do need money. Maybe it's a good time to do it because it's a long way to flipping the Dawnguard. No, I've decided I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get this stuff sold, and so I can't disenchant this gear, so that's a little bit frustrating. But that does mean I've got lots of money now. So right, it's time for a reckoning. It's time for a reckoning with the Dawnguard. Stenvar was actually with me in Markarth when I was arrested. I'm not sure if Bran was. I think Bran was back at Fort Dawnguard. Oh wow, look at all this. I do love this. I love it. I love it. Looks great. It just changes the field completely, doesn't it? Amazing. Let's see if this guy is actually sitting straight on the log here. He's not. Oh, he's on his...
Need a ride?
He's on his cart today. Hello.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
I'd like to hire your carriage. I've got loads of gold. Look at this, loads of gold. I would like to go to Riften, please.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
I don't think we have any reason particularly to stop off in Riften. I've got plenty of food and water, I believe.
Oh, steady.
So we shouldn't need to stop off. Alright, so automation means that I automatically stop and eat some bread, apparently, but it was a chicken breast. So perhaps not quite as immersive as you think, because it's always bread. So actually I'm going to turn that off. Is this a good time to buy a horse? Nap's horse. There's the horse that I had while I was running around trying to catch up with the quests. So we'll say that I've paid him for the horse. It's a little bit more than 868, but store it. Right, so I have no money again, but I've bought a horse. It's just, you have to do this stuff sometimes to kind of make everything make sense in your head. That's what I like to do anyway. You may have a different way of doing it, but, you know, obviously I could make that extra 150 pretty quick by selling other stuff. But I haven't got a reason to go into Rift, and I want to get straight to the Dawnguard. Very misty day. It's nice to be travelling along here without any vampires attacking me. I was quite traumatized. I think I'm quite traumatized by that. I'm getting attacked all the time. Right, I've got my magic bow. Time for the reckoning. Yeah, so Stenvar was with me, so there is a burning question as to where he went. In my head, I think, well, he would have obviously, maybe I was arrested, and then Stenvar was like, well, I can't necessarily help you at the moment. I'll go and get help from the Dawnguard, because he wouldn't have just left me. Oh my god. Brilliant. They are absolutely incompetent, the Dawnguard. There are bandits on the flipping trail here. Jeez. Oh, they're vampires. What was the point of killing... What was the point of fighting the bloody world if I've got a flame? Can you guys actually get rid of these vampires off the path, please? What are you playing at? God. It's a farce. That's it. Use your crossbow, you idiot. I knew I've got a flame atronach. The bow.
You won't leave Skyrim alive.
Good job, atronach. Where's the other one? What on earth was the point of fighting all of those? Look, you see, some of us are actually responsible vampire hunters. We clear up after ourselves. Close this gate. Keep this gate closed. Isran, what are you playing at, you silly grumpy monkey? You need to protect these civilians. What an absurdly incompetent group of vampire hunters you appear to be. What is going on in here? Bran!
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me.
Moving.